fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
I'm 85 years old. I've never seen nothing like this in my life.
I love my life.
Please, I lived for danger.
Maybe my life is out of control.
I feel alive!
Life is good. It's alive. It's alive.
Life is short. Treat yourself. Have a little fun. What happened to just getting high on good old clean life? Maybe enjoying life, looking at a rainbow. Or sitting underneath a waterfall.
I'm easy to live with.
He's alive because of me.
Enjoy it. You'll live for another week.
Enjoy it. You'll live for another week. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Happy Friday.
Like cold granite stone. Wake up.
I was dreaming I should have been here instead. Wake me up before you go.
All right, here we go.
Gotta wake up, get up. And I'm calling out, get up, move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, move on.
Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Put your hands together.
That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. I'm Jay Wesley Lemley, your host. Laney J will be back on Monday, everybody. We're so excited. We miss Laney J, but we'll have her back in studio on Monday morning. Happy Friday out there. It's 13 minutes after 7 a.m. And I have a very special in-studio guest. I have the Republican candidate for Oklahoma State Representative, District 1, George Phipps. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing this morning,
I'm
sir?
well.
Little wet this morning?
Good rain. We need it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right. Well, folks, of course, we've been getting to chat with those that are running for office during this political season. And we appreciate Mr. Phipps joining us this morning. Sir, let's start with those that may not know who you are. Introduce yourself and maybe a little bit of background for those.
Well, I'm George Phipps. Excuse me. I live in the Ringgold area. I have a cattle equipment business over there. I've been doing that for about 30 years. Married for 32 years. 5 kids. I'm sorry, 3 kids, 5 grandkids. Let's get that right.
Well, I noticed how the grandkids came to mind first.
Yeah, you should have those first. You wouldn't have kids.
I love that.
But no, I serve on the McCurtain County Fair Board. I serve on the Ringgold Volunteer Fire Department as a firefighter and on the board. I'm an elder in my church over at Bypass Church of Christ. I tell people that the service is just what I've always tried to do in my life, and that's what I'm going to continue to do, win, lose, or draw.
I love that. I love that. Man with a servant's heart. Well, let's talk about this race. What are some of the biggest issues, or maybe let's start here. Why did you decide to run this go-around?
You know, not that I'm going to knock anybody, because we've been blessed. We've had a truly mild campaign. Nobody's been ugly to each other.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate that. I think a lot of the public does appreciate that.
But you know, you look out there and you think, you know, who can represent Oklahoma? Who can represent Southeast Oklahoma? And I told people, I think that's me. I've been through it. You know, I've had ups, downs. You know, I think some of those things you got to experience in life,
right?
To be able to represent the people and understand the people. And that's what I've always tried to do, is just first and foremost relate to people and you know, see if I can't put myself in their shoes and step back and say, hey, how can I help them?
Well, life experience is very important. in your life experience, what's some of the biggest things we're facing right now that you'd like to tackle at the Capitol?
You know, you see all kinds of things out there, but you know, one of the things that's truly disappointing right now you see is education.
Last place.
It says we're last place.
That's what they say.
You know, I'm not always politically correct, but I tell people I don't think we're that dumb.
I agree. I agree.
I think we just have some things we need to change. We'd love to see us get back to some basics. COVID ruined education, in my opinion. It made us think that we didn't have to have pen and paper.
Right.
We didn't have to actually do physical work. We could just do it on a screen. And if you look at the world, screens are not helping us.
Right.
They're slowly destroying us. Give us the inability to even focus on things. But let's get back to, you know, let's do some writing. Let's do some, I said, you know, 3 R's, reading, writing, arithmetic. You know, we've kind of let those slip away and got to things that, you know, just aren't near as important.
Right. Well, I mean, and I think I remember hearing something just very recently about the state of Oklahoma, or the education system in Oklahoma, finding a way to limit the screens even used by the teachers and things of that nature because obviously state of Oklahoma got rid of the phones.
Yes.
And I think that was a step in the right direction.
That seems to have went well.
Yes.
Kids, students and
exactly.
And teachers are on board with that, it seems like. You know,
yep. And when it comes to the use, like you said, they've got the not iPads, but I forget the name of them.
Chromebooks.
Chromebooks, yeah, they got the Chromebooks in the class, even limiting the amount of time that the students are on those every class.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's like I said, it may be a little more difficult, but you know, back in my day, you know, we sit and we did our math on paper, we did our writing on paper, and you learn by repetition.
Exactly. Writing, showing your work. There was a reason why our teachers had us show our work.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, when it comes to small towns, I mean, that's what we are around here, just a bunch of small towns. And sometimes we can feel like we get lost at the Capitol. What is one way you're going to keep us a focus up there in the big city?
Well, you know, you've heard other candidates say this. And, you know, I've said it before, you know, Oklahoma, typically for years, they tried to end it at McAllister. You know,
absolutely.
It doesn't end there. You know, we are a vital part of Oklahoma. And Oklahoma's starting to take notice of us now, you know, because of our resources we have and because we are the #1 county for tourism in the state of Oklahoma.
Yep.
We had, in the last 16 months, we've had almost 5 million visitors to McCurtain County.
Wow. And that's a big thing considering you have the Oklahoma City Thunder, you know, in Oklahoma City that's bringing it with the Western Conference Finals. That brought in a lot of people.
Yes.
So the fact that Brogan Bow, Hochtown is still that big of a deal is it's a shining star here in Oklahoma.
And you know, a lot of people don't want you to say this, but you know, tourism is important. Tourism has kept us going, and tourism is going to help all small towns if we will embrace it. We get into traffic and we hate it.
Right.
But if you look at the income from tourism, you know, ask anybody associated with the fire department or, you know, even our fair board.
Yes.
We get a lot from tourism.
Well, I think most people realize, and even the ones that hate tourism, right? They hate everything that tourism has brought. They realize you can't just stick your head in the sand and try to ignore it and act like it's going to go away.
No.
So if we prepare for it in the best we can in 5-10 years, we'll be even better prepared than we are today because we hadn't been able to prepare like we should.
Yeah, I mean, and you asked about small towns. Let's embrace it. Let's. You might look at one business, you know, might be a free plug for it, but look at Gaswatch.
Absolutely.
They're a tourist stop.
Yes, sir. I see we've got a lot of social media interaction for our station and show, and I see people all the time taking pictures and videos with that giant Sasquatch talking about, you know, oh man, this is so cool, such a cool place to see. And then of course the old cars and everything. So it's definitely a destination, and those little spots like that all over.
But every small town could actually benefit from that because we have tourists coming from every direction and going every direction now. They don't just come up 259 now.
Exactly.
Like I said, I live over in the Ringgold area, and I get a kick sometimes when I see them vehicles cross the line and head up Mary Highway because they're in for an adventure, truly.
And of course, you got the road construction that's coming in there now. Some of that road has already been completed, and it's a really nice drive.
Yes.
Between Rattan and Broken over here. Excuse me. But you could tell that the part that is coming into Broken Bow here that is going to be completed, hopefully in the near future, it's going to make that drive such a nice. And eventually, I think Highway 3 was supposed to be eventually like that all the way to Oklahoma City, right?
I believe so. And you know,
that was 30 years ago.
Yeah. And if you look, we have an 8-year road plan most people don't know about,
Okay.
which is to expand the roads in our area. The money's already been allocated. That's one of my things that I want to do when I get there is make sure that we keep that money allocated for Southeast Oklahoma. I tell people I didn't ever think, you know, the little bit of work on 259 South would benefit that much, but the road's a lot safer to travel down there.
Absolutely.
And we're fixed to start on Highway 37. Valiant was part of that too. It's been finished, but Highway 37 is fixed to start or already started, and that's really going to benefit too.
I don't know who said it, but it was somebody on social media, a funny guy I follow over there in the Valiant area. He said, you know, Valiant now has the nicest stretch of road in the county, if not in the state.
Probably so, and 2 stoplights.
Yes, I love it. That's hilarious. Well, when it comes to there's total of 3 Republican candidates, correct?
4.
Okay, sorry. There's 4 Republican candidates. What separates you from other Republican candidates? I know one of the answers, but I'll let you answer.
You know, I'm going to go back to experience. Like I said, I've ran a business. I've been married. Not always, you know, it wasn't always the easiest thing to do. I bought a house, you know, bought a little land. You know, I tell people, you know, just look at the experience and look at the things that you've had to go through. I call it seasoning in life.
Right.
You know, if you're seasoned, you know, that matters a lot. And I'm going to throw this out there. People may accuse me of being a Bible beater, but you know, God is important in my life, and I tell people He's what's going to lead me.
Absolutely.
If I don't let Him lead me, nothing's going to work out.
As for my house, we will follow Christ.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Well, continuing on, when it comes to campaigning, you've been doing some door knocking. May not do any door knocking this morning because of the rain, but no, you've been doing a lot of door knocking, a lot of talking to constituents, did some debates. What is it that you're hearing from the voters out there?
You know, it was made a hot topic early in this race was property taxes.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, I'm glad I'm running for state rep and not county assessor because those fellows are taking a beating.
Yes, sir.
But, you know, property taxes are really a big issue. And, you know, it is one of those, I guess you'd call it a burden, but I call it a duty. That's how we keep our schools. That's how we keep our county government. That's Votex libraries. You know, that's how we keep all those things functioning. I would like to figure out a way to ease the burden, especially on seniors.
Yes.
And I have proposed, and I think it can happen, that if you're a first-time home buyer, you get 2 years of no property taxes, just to let you have a little footing time, because that's a difficult time when you step out there and buy a home and try to get a family started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First time home buyer. That's a good one. And then seniors as well. I like that. Okay. Now, here's one thing I said. One thing that I do know sets you apart when it comes to the race, and that's the fact that agriculture is a major focus of yours. And you know, I wouldn't say we haven't heard anything about agriculture from any of the other candidates, but with that being a focus, I imagine you want to start immediately.
Oh yes, I mean, if you don't realize it, people may not, but Oklahoma runs off of agriculture.
Yes.
I mean, we have lots of other things, but you drive Oklahoma. Oklahoma is an agricultural state, and brings in, I mean, billions of dollars. And I truly believe I have the experience to understand the importance of agriculture. this is one of the stories I throw out there. I grew up on a chicken and cattle farm. I've been in agriculture for 56 years because when I was born, my parents had nobody to watch me. So they hung bassinets in the chicken house and put me in those bassinets while they worked.
Wow.
So I tell people almost from day one, I have been agricultural based. And, you know, I'm going to continue to support it because that's what supported me all my life and my family. And it supports a lot of people. And we're going to keep that first and foremost in a lot of things.
Now, is there agriculture and tourism? They can coexist, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I would like to see, I threw this out there a few times, you know, why don't we have signs up somewhere that says, we serve Oklahoma beef? You know, you see labels in the store that says Angus. You know,
Right.
let's have something that says, hey, proudly serving Oklahoma beef, you know, proudly serving Oklahoma chicken. You know,
I like that.
if you make bread, you know, bread made from Oklahoma wheat. I mean,
Yeah, the Made in Oklahoma campaign is a pretty strong one.
yes,
So why not add that?
that's right.
Okay. All right. Well, we have to, I know we're going to be running out of time here pretty soon. And again, thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. Data centers, solar farms. These are hot topics in the area. Are those one and the same, or are they different? Can we enjoy one and not need the other, or do we need both, or do we not need either of them?
Well, you know, I'm assuming there's probably a need for them.
Because if you're on this phone, there's probably a need for a data center.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, we talked a little bit the other day. You know, there is not a cloud anywhere. It's a data center that's holding your storage.
Yeah.
And I get tickled that people that make posts against data centers using AI, which comes from a data center. They do have a lot of issues, but they're progressing. You know, technology will always make everything better. The newer data centers are getting better. Not that I want one in my backyard or even in McCurtain County.
Gotcha.
But life is always advancing. I do not have a real favorable look at solar panels.
Okay.
Just studying, I haven't seen that they have that much value. A lot of times, by the time they pay for themselves, they're obsolete. And there's a lot of harmful chemicals that I tell people, I don't know it, but there's lead in every solar panel.
Okay.
You know, we outlawed lead years ago in paint, but now we want to put it back in the world again. So, you know, we sometimes don't think things out truly. The biggest thing I've found in politics, I think, is that we create a problem and then we try to solve it.
Right. That's a good way to put it. I've got this solution for a problem we don't have. Well, let's create the problem.
That's exactly right.
We'll both make millions. I love it. Well, we're about out of time here. Got about a minute left, but for those that are interested in what you've had to say today, maybe they want to pick your brain about a topic that we didn't get to discuss this morning. What is the best way to communicate with you, whether it's a phone number, an email, or social media?
Hey, I have social media. George Phipps for state rep. I believe my phone number's on there. I have a website, georgephipps.com. Everything I pass out, I try to have my phone number on. If I don't answer, it's because I'm working.
Right.
I do have a full-time job, which has truly been a challenge to do a full-time job and this. But hey, if you have questions, reach out to me. Leave me a voicemail. I will get back to you.
Awesome. Anything else before we go? This has been an outstanding interview, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, sir.
Hey, vote early, vote often. No,
There
just
you go.
kidding.
That's one of my favorite ones right there.
Vote George Phipps, June 16th. I need every vote.
There you go. And you can vote early now, right now.
That's right. Today and tomorrow. Yeah.
That's true. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate you very much for coming in this morning. It is 7:30. I'm pretty sure I have Dr. Lofton coming in studio very shortly. If not, that's all good. We'll be right back. Again, big thank you to Republican candidate George Phipps. He's running for the state representative District 1. All right, guys, here you go. It's my Friday song, Stoney LaRue, Oklahoma Breakdown on Best Country 106. Good morning. And we're getting tore up. Claire. Awesome.
Hey, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I think it went very, very well.
Oh, I was happy with
We'll, like I said, at the end of the show, we'll clip it all up and send it out on social media so you'll be able to share it with your campaign page and everything.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Absolutely.
Like I said,
Let me get a photo of you.
if you can't have fun, there's no point.
That's true. No, I agree. I'm in full agreement. All right, Facebook, I'm going to take a quick time out for you guys so the song can play. We'll be right back. Good morning, chat. I think Dr. Lofton texted me. Let me see what he said. Oh, yep, he did. All right, got it. Dr. Lofton will not be able to make it. Susie Q! What's up, Susie Q? Lisa, the numero uno moderator, giving you a little insight into our show here today. Good morning, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, thank you. John Gotti. Lee. What's up, everybody? All right, let's see what Facebook and YouTube is talking about over here. Sorry it took me so long. Jeebs, what's up, Jeebs? What's up, Johnny? Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Billy. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Geneva. Billy, no, I will not be doing the birthday wheel today. Thank you for reminding me, though. Actually, I may be able to. We'll see. Maybe. We'll try. I'll try, Billy. Thank you for the reminder, though. Your fan club has completed the first stage of Club of the Heart Me Challenge. Club Cheers has been unlocked. I got two more of the gift gallery to light up as well. Fireworks and galaxies, if anybody's feeling fancy. Morning, Vanessa. Thank you for the Heart Me. Not today, Titty Farts. That's funny. What a name. Good morning, Dad. See you later on.
One more time.
Log on to our website, seokradio.com, Best Country 106.
We all know Choctaw Casino Idabel is a great place for adults to kick back and have a great time. But you know,
all right, Laney J's Lowdown as presented by Yay Yin.
Choctaw Casino Idabel offers up a huge serving of family fun, like bowling, a snack bar, and if that's not enough, we've also thrown in a giant arcade.
Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. It's a little rainy this morning here, but we're not having severe thunderstorms, so that's good. Moscow Fifi's poor favors.
This is Austin Arvana with Deo Gloria Jiu-Jitsu. Are you looking for a fun way to get fit, learn self-defense, and involve the whole family? Come to Deo Gloria Jiu-Jitsu in McCurtain County, right here in Broken Bow. We're offering free trial classes in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and we've got something for everyone, including boxing and children's programs. Whether you're a complete beginner or a parent looking for a great activity for your kids, our welcoming community and beginner-friendly classes are a perfect place to start. Don't wait. Unleash your potential today. Visit DeoGloriaJiu-Jitsu.com or call 918-916-5860 to claim your free class. Join the Deo Gloria family and see what Jiu-Jitsu can do for you.
My name is Johnny Caldwell, candidate for District 3 County Commissioner. One of the biggest issues facing our county is road funding. I believe we need strong local leadership that will fight for every dollar available to improve our infrastructure. As your county commissioner, I will be a bridge between the people of McCurtain County and our state legislature. I will advocate for legislative changes and funding reforms needed to bring resources back to our community and ensure rural counties have a strong voice at the state capitol. As a college-educated, multiple business owner, I understand how to balance a budget.
Good morning. Good morning.
I am approachable, and I believe in transparency, accountability, and putting taxpayers first. My commitment is simple: improve our roads, strengthen our communities, and fight for a better future for McCurtain County. I'm ready to go to work for the people of District 3 on day one. Thank you, God bless you, and I would be honored to earn your vote on June 16th to be your next District 3 County Commissioner. I'm Johnny Caldwell, and I approve this message.
Here we go. Good morning, Caitlin. Thanks for the DJ Cactus, Lisa. That's right, it's time for Laney J's Lowdown as presented by Jay Lindley. Fortunately, I had some trees down between here and DeQueen this morning, so Dr. Lofton will not be able to make it in studio this morning. The SAT. Y'all remember taking that? Did y'all take that? Well, the SAT celebrates its 100th anniversary on June 23rd. 8,000 students took the first test back in 1926, compared to about 2 million annually today. Pew Research analysis shows the average SAT score fell from about 1,059 to 1,006 in the past 50 years, with reading scores dropping nearly 50 points while math declined just 5. Math scores have consistently outpaced reading since 1990. The rival ACT was introduced in 1959, shows similar declines from about 20.8 average to now 19.5. My question is, are SAT and ACT tests still 100 years later, are they still applicable? And what about end of school year testing? Does that need to be revamped? Anyway, that's a whole discussion for itself right there. And more than 1/5 of soccer supporters refuse to date rival team fans. And I'm going to say this will probably translate across the board when it comes to major fans of sports, right? A survey of major soccer enthusiasts found that 38% of potential dates will ask them about their regular attendance to soccer team or games and who their favorite team is. If you don't support the right team, or if you don't support enough, it's dolphin. The study revealed about 27% said they would choose watching soccer over dating altogether. Sad but true. So let's say you're a football fan, major, National Football League, or maybe basketball, maybe it's the NBA, whatever. If your love interest is a fan of the rival, what do? Is that okay? Are y'all going to be a house divided from here on out? Just thought it was interesting. There's some people that are that into exactly what their sport, whatever their sporting event, whatever their fave is. There's some people that are that into it, like Cowboys fans. If you're an Eagles fan, might as well not even try today if you're an Eagles fan, or vice versa. So anyway, I just thought it was interesting. We'll have to check it out. We've got the impossible question. It's coming up next, chat. Thank you for joining us. Again, thanks again to George Phipps and all the candidates who have come in and interviewed here on the show, giving our listeners a chance. We've actually had somebody on YouTube chime in to every single one of them in the comments on our YouTube channel and say, thank you for interviewing all of these candidates. I haven't been able to get out, so this has been a great way for me to hear from them all. So I thought that was really cool. So, and that's exactly what it's all about. Oklahoma primary election week is here. That's Tuesday, June 16th. Vote early this morning, like 8 o'clock, I think. I'd have to look at the details. Anyway, all right. We have the impossible question up next, brought to you by Nova. Here's Randy Hauser. We'll be back. Good morning,
3 missed calls.
Claire. What up? Lily says, I'm a Texas born with Okie roots. I'm Texas born with Okie roots. All right, all right. Laney's good. I saw her yesterday. She's doing all right. She's making it. She'll be back on Monday. What's up, Kramer? Was that Kramer? I swear it said Kramer just joined. But then again, my eyeballs is a little crazy. Super fan. Cameron. Oh, yeah, Cameron Douglas. I was like, dang, I thought that said Kramer. Hey, Josie, we have a pinned post at the top of our page. One pinned post. It's got all the directions on sending in music for radio airplay. We have a TikTok musician spotlight on Fridays. Nah, I'm good, Yusuf. I'm good, Yusuf. Thanks anyway, Yusuf. Where's your glasses? They're in the car. They're in the car. I'll go check it out. What's up in Venezuela?
These hangover pills wouldn't be so hard to swallow. And I have back my truck door and my ring.
Present hands. Let's go. Kofifi time, eh? All right, Facebook. We'll be right back. We got the
Bigfoot's favorite
impossible question coming up next.
Lake is Jay and Laney J live on
Good morning,
Best
Cal.
Country 106.
2 more minutes, Facebook and YouTube, and we got the impossible question. What up, what up, what up? I'm back. I got my glasses. You getting some wind up there now, Lily? Good morning. Got rained on and coming in. There's little droplets all over. Choosing Texas, I can tell. Yeah, we had some lightning, a little bit of lightning. I posted on the Facebook page. Go check it out. It was really pretty up north.
Want to know what's happening this weekend? Local events are just a click away at SEOKradio.com.
This July 4th, stand up for America at the Nashville City Park as country music legend Neil McCoy headlines an unforgettable night of patriotic celebration. Entertainment kicks off at 4:30, and when the sun goes down, experience a gigantic fireworks show that's going to light up the sky. Don't miss Neil McCoy live this July 4th.
Neil McCoy in Nashville, Arkansas.
Adults general admission $25, kids $10, and children 5 and under are free. Celebrate freedom, family, and America in Nashville, Arkansas this July 4th.
Hey folks, this is John Wayne Williams, your McCurtain County Commissioner for District 1. I am currently in my last year of my first 4-year term, and I will be seeking re-election. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve all of McCurtain County. With your help and continued support, I look forward to serving McCurtain County for many years to come. I pledge to continue being the best steward of the people I can be. So come June 16th, vote to re-elect John Wayne Williams as your District 1 McCurtain County Commissioner. Thank you and God bless.
This ad paid for and approved by John Wayne Williams for County Commissioner District 1.
Winners of the Impossible Question, brought to you by Nova, must collect their winnings within 30 days at KKBI Studios, 108 North Broadway, downtown Broken Bow. Gift certificates obtained will expire 30 days from date issued. To win, be the first caller at 580-584-3388 or 584-3372 with the correct answer. One prize winner per household per month, please. It's the Impossible Question, brought to you by Nova, weekdays, 7:45 a.m. on Jay and Laney J Live, Best Country 106.
Good morning, Spirit. Welcome to the show. Here we go. Let's play. Oh, yeah, baby. You know what time it is. It's time for the Impossible Question, brought to you by Nova. They're on Broadway in downtown Broken Bow. Of course, you got to call in to win the prize, my friends. You know the number. If you don't know the number, I'll give it to you right now after I mute TikTok. 584-3388 or 584-3389 or 584-3372. Those are the numbers to call if you want to play the Impossible Question and win the prize. If you call in, when you can win if you get the correct answer. How about that? You ready for this? Oh, today's Friday. We got Truckin' Good Barbecue for you today. 9 miles north of the Maze in Hochatown. All right, here we go. Even though 2/3 of Americans say they enjoy these, most of us don't make time for them. What are they? Even though 2/3 of Americans say they enjoy these. Most of us just don't make time for them. What are they? 584-3388. If you think you have the correct answer, call in to win some of that Truckin' Good barbecue. Johnny says vacations. That's a great answer. It's not vacations. It's not rest or naps. That's a great answer. Naps. That fits the category perfectly. Even though 2/3 of Americans say we enjoy these, most of us just don't make time for them. What are they? Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Movie?
Movies. That's actually a really good answer. Not what we're looking for. Backwoods says kids. I'm trying to save your life. It's not kids. That's a great answer. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Donuts.
Donuts. You got to make time for donuts. It's not donuts. Lily, trying to save your life, says health food. It's not health food. Mace says grandparents. That's a great answer, Mace. You probably don't make the appropriate amount of time for your grandparents. You only have so much time with them. I heard it this way. I'll give you a quick insight into reverse time really quickly. Let's say you have an 80-year-old grandma or grandpa, right? And you expect that they're in decent health, but not perfect health. You expect they have about 5 more years, right? Let's say they live 2 states away or a few hours away, and you really only go see them 2 or 3 times a year. Well, if they have 5 years left, if you reverse that and say, you don't now say, I have 5 years to go visit my grandparent before they pass. You say, I have 10 total visits left to see my grandparents. When you put it that way, you may up the amount of times you go see them. If you think about it that way, if you see them twice a year and they have about 5 years left, you're going to see them 10 more times. That's crazy. Go see your grandparents. That's a great answer. Not what we're looking for today, though. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Dane says walks. That's a great answer. Christy also says donuts. What are y'all thinking about? I know what y'all's thinking about. All right, let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer? Road trip. One of my favorites. Not it. It's not road trips, but that's a great answer. All right. We don't have anything up there to save your life. Give us your answers in the chat for those life-saving responses here. Even though 2/3 of Americans say they enjoy these, most of us just don't make the time for them. What are they? It's not breakfast. It's not a food of any kind. It's not a food of any kind. I'm going to call it entertainment value. Catrice, yes, take the time for your grandparents. You know that is right. Thank you. It's not movies, but that's a great answer, Big Red. It's not sleep, Alyssa, but that's a great answer. You don't have to spam your answers. Shelly says movies as well. It's not that. Sunflower says gardening. That's a great answer. Charlie says date night. Renee also, great answers. Family reunions coming in from Randon. That's a great answer. Sarah says concerts. That's a great answer. Lots of great answers coming in. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer? Books. I'd say that's probably the closest answer we've had because you can do that right there at home or whatever. But a lot of this is done at home. Great answers. Not exercise. It's not video games, HTX dude, but that's a great answer. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Reading your Bible.
Reading your Bible. That's a great answer. I love it. It's not puzzles. Lori trying to save your life with puzzles. That's a great answer. It's not golf. It's not going to be a sport of any kind. Reading your Bible, reading a book, that would be the closer answers because of one thing. You're physically manipulating something. It's not the library. It's a great answer. It's not shower. Hopefully shower daily. Quiet time. It's a great answer. This doesn't lend to quiet time, though. Again, this has lots of entertainment value, especially for families. Even though 2/3 of Americans say they enjoy these, most of us just don't make time for them. But they are making a comeback. We got the correct answer up on social media, it looks like. Yep, got the correct answer on social media on both sides, Facebook and TikTok. Yep. Y'all figuring it out now. Y'all are getting it. Ooh, the lighting was beautiful just now outside. All right, let's go to this phone line. Good morning. What's your answer?
Board games.
It's board games. Yes. Who do we have on the phone?
Hey, this is George Phillips.
Hey, congratulations, George. Well, you just won yourself some trucking good barbecue.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir. Thank you for playing. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. And I know George wants to put out there, hey, guys, make sure you get out there and vote on Tuesday. But, hey, maybe you're not going to be available on Tuesday. That's okay, because you can vote right now. Absolutely. Matter of fact, I was going to pull up this local news tab because I just wanted to make sure I give you the information exactly how I should. I didn't want to mess up any information here. But we do have, here it is. Early voting began yesterday, my friends. Early voting began yesterday. Says here, early voting is available today from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. and tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the McCurtain County Election Board. That's located at 104 North Central. All right. There you go. Kelly Donaldson reminds voters that early voting is not available at the polling locations. So again, at the election board office, again, a big shout out to Kelly Donaldson sending that information over to us. We appreciate you. If you need assistance to vote because you're visually disabled or have physical disabilities, then they've got you covered there as well. So again, for any questions, you're welcome to contact the election board, 580-286-7405, or McCurtain County at elections at ok.gov. There you go. Exciting times, election season. Many families will be waiting up Tuesday evening to see how those numbers turn out. And I remember doing that. It was 15 years as well. What's 2026? It was about 16, 17 years ago on the campaign trail. But so that I could see how that, that night is definitely one of anticipation. So Tuesday night will be, all of that will be going down. Can't wait. It's a lot of culmination. But then again, if you have a runoff, nothing's done. You may have the runoffs and all that good stuff. So it may not be completely over with, but one segment down. All right, we'll be back. It's Jay and Laney J Live.
Broadcasting from First Bank Studios.
Claire!
KKBI 106.1 FM. Broken Bow, Idaho.
Great job, Sarah.
Weather forecast brought to you by Pine Cellular. Coverage when it matters most. 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms today, mainly before 1 p.m. Turning partly sunny, high near 89 degrees. Then tonight, mostly cloudy, low around 75. South winds about 5. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 92. And that's your Southeast Oklahoma radio weather. Log on to SEOKradio.com.
In your local news and community events,
Board games.
Summerfest will be Saturday, June 13th in downtown Idaho.
See how many details I got here for you. 65% of Americans say they do enjoy board games. Only 6% of Americans say I can't stand board games. Anybody out there watching that just can't stand a board game for some reason or another? Mobile games have taken over. Lake Eufaula. Oh, man. Yeah, we're getting some good weather. Let me see that. I'm sitting on my porch. What's up, Hank? You getting a follow back for that in Eufaula? Perfect. Sitting on my porch on Lake Eufaula, looking southeast. That's awesome. Yep, got a little rain right now. I guess I can spin it around and show you what I'm seeing at the moment. It doesn't look near as bad to now as it did. I posted on our Facebook page, Hank, facebook.com/KKBIFM, some cool videos of the lightning up north, which I was pointed your direction. And then as the clouds rolled in, some really beautiful clouds. You can't stand to lose a board game? Ha! Uno has been banned in your house? That's hilarious. Ooh, that lighting was beautiful. Wow, I wonder if I could set up a time lapse here and see if I can catch some of that. It's like shooting across the sky. Let's see if I can see something here. Let me see. Skip Bo, huh? Phase 10.
September 30th, 2026, the Route 66 Beach Trail Pass includes
I love it.
Route 66 states, connecting travelers with iconic restaurants and historic sites that capture the spirit of the highway and the Western culture.
Bobby!
Know about the Route 66 Pass by going to oklab.org.
Bobby!
Horatio State Bank has been proudly serving customers since 1905. Personal and business checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, IRAs, a variety of loan options, online banking. There are many services that Horatio State Bank offers.
What else we doing today, chat?
HoratioStateBank.com or visit with their friendly staff.
What else we
at
doing?
one of their
Chilling?
branches, conveniently located in Horatio, Foreman, and Ashdown. Experience the difference in banking with outstanding customer service.
How's y'all's
State
weekend
Bank,
looking?
Member FDIC.
This McCurtain
What y'all
County
got going on
Tourism
this weekend?
Brought to you by Farmers Bank and Trust, proudly supporting the places and the people that make our county special. Banking with heart and backing the beauty of Southeast Oklahoma. Also brought to you in part by.
Yeah, we had one here.
Every Wednesday is Wine
Hochatown had
Wednesday.
one.
Cafe Diem. Shop in the front, party in the back. In downtown Broken Bow. Tucked away in the foothills of the Kiamishi Mountains near Octavia, Oklahoma, there's a wet weather wonder waiting to be discovered. Whiskey
Feels like there's a
Falls,
Hochatown.
a rugged two-tier waterfall that comes alive after the rain. Upper falls, lower falls, and pure Oklahoma wild in between. It's remote, it's raw, and yes, this is bear, hog, and rattlesnake country. A photographer's dream when the water's flowing and the leaves are dancing. Bring your sense of adventure for Whiskey Falls. Hidden, wild, but worth the hike. Thanks for exploring with us. Your McCurtain County Tourism Spotlight, powered by Farmers Bank and Trust.
Here's the latest sports from the Radio Oklahoma Network. I'm Dave Lanning. Well, the Men's College World Series gets underway today in Omaha with a couple of ball games.
Normal errands for Lori.
At 1 o'clock, and North Carolina faces Ole Miss at 6 this evening. Then tomorrow, it's in the second set of first-round games. The Oklahoma Sooners play Alabama at 2 o'clock. Georgia then faces Texas at 7 p.m.
Hey, Lori, were you here the other day when I opened up this picture of me that has your name on it?
Coaches Association, Midwest Region.
I couldn't remember. I know Renee Purcell was here, and Mama Sue sent it.
Tabbed as regional coaching staff of the year, all of which have come during head coach Patty Gasso's tenure. The Sooners went 52-10 this past season, winning their second straight regular season SEC regular season championship after going 20-4 in league play, taking all 8 conference series. Dave Lanning on the Radio Oklahoma Network. Raising cattle demands grit, determination, and the right nutrition.
Thought you might like that.
Producers have turned to Purina Animal Nutrition for over 130 years. From starters that help set calves up for success.
Thought you might like that, Hank. Or a Sooner Network, Sooner Radio affiliate.
Purina has the products and expertise that works as hard as you do. Get rewarded.
Oh, yeah. BS. Oh, yeah.
From Purina.
Bullshito. For sure. We used to play that.
That's purinamills.com/cattle care.
Your pasture is under attack. Horn flies are wreaking havoc on your herd, dealing damage to your cattle's weight and your bottom line. That's why you need a solution in your arsenal that can withstand an attack. Alticid IGR is the first and proven feed-through that's battle-tested as an effective horn fly management.
So, Lori, all right, I didn't see her respond.
To keep your herd productive and your profits strong. Win the battle for your cattle. Learn more at AlticidIGR.com.
Jay and Laney J live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. on Best Country 106. Warning, Jay and Laney J are equal opportunity offenders. Listen at your own risk.
Get ready. I know you're gonna dig this. Okay, let's begin.
So, another Friday is upon us.
Friday! It's the best excuse in the world to join the fun.
I think I speak for the entire administration when I say, whoop-de-doo.
It's Friday.
Yeah!
I'm waiting.
It's Friday.
Word, but she's my easy. Take a trip from Squaresville. Live a little and see what it's like for yourself.
I like him. He's silly.
What are you people? On dope?
This is one of those funky times.
Born to be alive.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown.
Thank God. It's Friday.
Alive.
TGI Friday.
Wake up.
Don't just lay there like cold granite stones. Wake up.
Wake up.
I was dreaming, but I should have been with you instead. Wake me up before you go.
Gotta wake up, get up.
And I'm calling out, get up, move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, move on.
Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Put your hands together.
That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. I'm Jay Wesley Lindley, your host, hanging out with you this week. Laney J will be back on Monday, my friends. And we're so excited to have her back in studio. Hey, big shout out to Batiste School Reunion, the old Settlers reunion, you know. That's going to be tomorrow. Doors open at 4 p.m., potluck at 5 p.m., featuring the classes that end in 6, my friends. That's right. Class of 76, it's your 50th anniversary of graduation. Yeah, make you feel old on now in class of 76. Hey, but all former Batiste students and their families are welcome. So they'd love to see you all there at the Batiste School for that old Settlers reunion. I love it. So exciting. And again, we mentioned earlier, but early voting is going on now. Polls opened the election board office opened up at 8 a.m. So you'll be able to vote today through 6 p.m. and tomorrow 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the McCurtain County Election Board office located there at 104 North Central in Idaho. You can find that information on our website, seokradio.com. What else? Well, if you are we've talked about the fact that not a whole lot of Americans are getting behind the, the Stanley Cup? No, not Stanley Cup. Sorry. My bad. FIFA World Cup. Yeah. So apparently the U.S. men's national team takes on Paraguay in the first game. And now, all of a sudden, people are cheering on American victory.
First game in the first round. Every other country gonna take them down. Rooting for the team from America. We'll beat everyone and win the World Cup. Let's go USA. Gonna win versus Paraguay. Let's go USA. Beat the shorts off of Paraguay.
There you go. Let's go, USA! 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 Yes, I did say the Stanley Cup. You had to bring that up. It's the World Cup. My bad. My bad. I was trying to think of it real quickly because I did not have the name in front of me. And I don't watch it really. So, yes, make fun of me all you want. I don't care. All right, 12 minutes after 8 a.m. We talked about this a little bit ago last year, how people are now talking about how they would rather spend money on experiences rather than stuff. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, so stay tuned. No Are You Smarter Than Jay Lindley today because no Laney J to ask the questions. And I got some very big news to announce. You guys know our good friend here, a good friend of the morning show, Browning Snyder. He said the last time we interviewed Browning, he said we were the very first morning show to ever play his music on the radio. So I think that's huge and awesome. And I have some even bigger news for you. He had a single drop today. So Browning Snyder will be our local musician spotlight this morning at 8:55. Now, I do have a doctor's appointment at 9 o'clock on the dot, so I'm gonna have to cut out as soon as, and I may run that local musician spotlight, the brand new Browning Snyder song. I may run that a little bit earlier than 8:55 this morning, so I can go hit the doctor's office. But other than that, I got this other song from Browning Snyder. Y'all remember the one that started it all for the man? Take Me Back to Oklahoma. Here it is on Best Country 106. Good morning!
California,
Clear.
Yeah, I've been there before. Saw the pretty ocean water.
Ty Herndon, welcome to the show. How's everything with the book going, brother? You guys know a talented man, Ty Herndon. I don't know if he's still here or not. He just passed through maybe. But he's been writing a book. He wrote a book. About to do some massive releases on that. And I think he's going to come talk on our show maybe one morning. So exciting. Yeah, that's the Ty Herndon, by the way.
That's where I wanna be. Oh, Oklahoma, good enough for me. Take me back to Oklahoma. Take me back to Oklahoma. Darling.
Yep, I'll play it today at 8:50.
That's right, I said Oklahoma.
You know it is. That's Brownie Snyder with Take Me Back to Oklahoma. Best Country 106, Jay and Laney J live. Remember, about 8:50-ish, we've got Brownie Snyder's brand spanking new song released today. Here's Brothers Osborne. We'll be back.
Now and then, I think about you now and then.
Well, thank you, James. I appreciate that. All right, Facebook. I think that's going to do it for y'all. The ones left hanging out, Facebook and YouTube, go to TikTok at KKBIFM. Peace off, and God bless you all. Bye.